Oh, shoot. Okay. Here. No, no. There we go. Yes.
Oh.
Where you at? Oh, oh no.
Hey, I'm gonna touch the butt. Remember from Nemo?
That's what happens when you try and grab a woman's boobs. They freeze you. Happened to me before. Another 10 years, buddy. You'll be out.
Yes, you called me?
No. Oh, this is on camera.
I love my friends. We're a disaster, yeah, you know it's true.
Was it?
Today I am with Giscard. Why don't you help people pronounce your name? Giscard. Giscard.
It's discard with a G.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
perfect. It's a discard with a G. Alright, Giscard.
What's it?
Why don't you tell me about your upbringing in Curacao? Like, you know, your childhood there, everything.
I was born in the beautiful year of 1996. I have 3 other siblings, 2 girls, 1 male, dude, guy. I'm the only one among us to be born in Curacao. The other ones were born in the Netherlands.
Oh, wow, really?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Did you live there before? Like, did your mom live there before?
My mom and my dad lived there before, and then they moved to Curacao, and me. I lived there my entire life until 2017 when I moved here.
I want to ask you about, there's this ship that's on shore there, I think. And it's like a rusted ship and it's been there forever. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like,
Vividly remember the ship. It's beautiful. No, I'm kidding. I don't remember that ship.
well, there's this ship supposedly on like one of the islands.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it might be on like what we call Plain Curacao, which is like literally translated as Little Curacao. There's a ship. There's a ship on that island. Yeah.
Have you ever been there? Have you ever saw the ship?
I've been there, but I was like 8 or something.
Oh, so you don't really remember? Okay. Yeah, because I read online, or actually my dad did, and he gave me some inside info. He really wanted to know, like, what happened to this ship? It's just shipwrecked on the beach, and it's been there for like, I don't know, like 1,000 years or something.
Yeah.
It seemed like you can get like a tetanus shot from, like, it's just so rusted.
Yeah, it's just there. I mean, the small Curacao is like there's nothing on there except for that ship and then a lighthouse. That's it, and people just go there because, you know, it's kind of like a little private island, but everyone can go there, and the beach there is nice, and there's always like sea life there, so like you get sea turtles and like tons of fish in that area because, you know, people don't live there, so the water ain't as polluted and nasty.
So when you first moved here, did you have like any culture shock, I guess, or you know what I mean?
Not really. I chose Florida because, you know, as a kid I came to Miami and Orlando a bunch of times, so I already knew what it was like to be here. I hate the cold, so Florida was like option number 1. And it's closer. It's 1 flight, 3 hours. That's it. So I was like, okay, where am I? You know, what part of Florida am I going to? And I was like, well, I know Miami. And then I was like, well, I don't want to live in Miami. And then Orlando was too far. And so me and Shalom, my roommate, we're both from Curacao, by the way. So we're just like, we were looking up like schools and, you know, how much they cost, because, you know, money. And this money had to come from, you know, my parents, or like a student loan that we had to get back home. So we were like, okay, what school can we afford? And that turned out to be BC.
So you didn't want to pursue any schooling in Curacao?
I did all I could. What was film? I did all I could over there.
What do you mean? Like, did you do what you can in high school, and then did like a little trade school? Like, how did that work?
So in high school, I helped a lot with like setting up music and like, I don't know, what do you call the thing? Recess or break?
Yeah.
Right.
Either one of those.
Yeah. I like set up music, and like, school's different over there, you know? It's a lot different from here. But yeah, we like do music. I did all like the photography for school. And after that, when I graduated, me and Shalom got into a school called Media School Curacao. And that's where we began with like sound design and like a little bit of editing, stop motion, stuff like that.
Okay.
But it wasn't major, you know, it was like a little course that you take, and we did that. And once we finished, it was like, okay, what do we do now? And we always wanted to come here. So we started the process. It took about a year, and here I am.
How is it like coming to this country? Like, what are the customs and things like that you have to go through to, you know, live here? Is it like a real tedious process?
I mean, first things first, you gotta know that your English is good enough.
Okay.
Because if it's not, then you're gonna have a hard time. At least it was that way for us. Because you'd have to go to the international school and take the SAT, take there's another thing, I think it's the PERT.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know that.
Then when you get that done, you have to sign up with like this thing in Curacao called the SSC, which is like student loans basically, and they help you get, you know, money to come here, and they'll pay your school and stuff. They'll pay your tuition. So we had to sign up with them, and then we had to do a course that they wanted us to do too, about like living alone and how to manage money and yada yada yada. After that SSC process, we went to get our what's this thing called? It's one of those forms.
It's just a lot of paperwork.
A lot of paperwork, and then you have to go to the U.S. Council in Curacao and do like this little interview.
Jeez.
And based off the interview, they'll give you like a visa,
Okay.
but a student visa, so it's like an F1.
Mhm.
And on that visa, you're gonna find out how good your interview went, because you can get like a year or 2 years, or the max they'll give you is 5 years though.
Okay.
So me and Shalom were lucky enough to get 5.
Oh, really? That is so cool. That is
So,
great. Oh my
I'm
god.
legally here for 5 years as long as I'm in school and taking full college terms, meaning 12 credits or more. So that's a long process, and then you also gotta come here because they want to meet you before school starts. So we had to come to BC, and that was crazy because we came to BC in 2016.
Yeah.
And we were staying with my friend over in Fort Pierce.
Oh my god, that's far.
So every day
Jeez.
we drive from Fort Pierce
Oh no.
to Broward, and then from Broward to Fort Pierce, and that would be around like 5-ish.
Oh god.
So you know the traffic we'd have to be in. But hey, we made it, we did it.
Yeah,
We
that's
found,
great.
you know, oh, and the other thing, you have to keep calling places and like, hi, do you take students? And they're like, no, we do not rent apartments with students, unfortunately. I'm like, okay, screw you.
Oh jeez.
So, but we did get our place, and it's nice.
Yeah, which, by the way, that's where we all hang out. It is basically at his house all the time, so it's almost like
The frat house.
the frat house of the group. Sometimes we stay the night if we're a little too lit, you know what I mean? If you're know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes you just want to stay over just to stay over. But yeah, basically, it's always at his house. All right, so moving on, like to film, because like I said before, everyone that you're gonna meet is from the film program. We're all in the film program, and I want to know how, like, where did you get your passion? What made you choose that career?
Well, okay, so sometime in like 2008,
Mhm.
my sister got a camera, and I was like, ooh. What is this? So I went around, just taking random pictures of like things around the house. They were awful. They were dreadful. But I liked it, I go
Yeah.
out there, I use the focus. I'm like, this is in focus.
Right.
But back then I was just like, oh, it looks nice.
Yeah.
This looks less nice, blurry. This looks, in
Right.
focus. And then I met these guys, and they were like, hey, if you have a camera, we'll let you join our photography, like, production. Like, oh, cool. So I kind of begged my mom, and she was like, okay, so you gotta choose either a GoPro or a Canon camera. And I went to the guys, and I'm like, hey, I got my camera. And they're like, oh, sorry, we're not doing that anymore.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, oh, okay. So I went out on my own, taking my own pictures, and then I switched schools. I switched high schools, and I met one of my very good friends there, and he was taking pictures too for the school. And I was like, oh, all right. So we met through like photography, and then we were like, all right, cool, yeah, let's take these pictures, chilling. And so I started taking pictures for the school, and then one day I had a photo shoot. And I was like, ooh, it'd be cool to like, take the videos as I'm doing this, and then I could just edit it for myself. And I did that, and I was like, wow. And I was using Movie Maker back then,
Ooh, yeah.
And then I started using iMovie, and I was
That's what I'm using.
iMovie is pretty cool. So for the longest time, I used iMovie,
Mhm.
and then I started using Final Cut Pro. It was a big step from iMovie.
It really is. I've seen that program. Like, whoa,
So
what's happening here?
Editing. But I did like iMovie for some reason a lot more because I knew it for like 2 years already.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. And I was invested in my own computer and stuff. So I was like, I came here on vacation. I was like, I'm gonna get myself a Mac. I'm gonna get a good one that I can edit on, and blah blah blah. And so I got my computer. I started editing. I would edit pictures in iPhoto.
Ah, cute.
And they were not the best. So basically, after all that stuff, and I finished high school.
Mhm.
No, it was during high school. Yeah, it was. It was one summer. My friend called me up, and he was like, "Hey, I'm joining this thing called Curacao Media Boot Camp, and do you want to come with me?" And at first, I was like, man, I want to enjoy my summer. I don't want to like go do anything, because I'm lazy. And then my mom was like, you should do it. I'm going to pay for it. And she went and she paid for it.
She pushed you.
And I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. So me and my friend went and we did this thing, and we got in a group with like people, of course, that we didn't know. And they were like, yeah, you guys got to write a movie, direct it, do this. And we kept on thinking about what we do, and we made a film and ended up winning the whole thing. And I had to act, and I won Best Actor.
Oh, really cool. Jeez.
But
Okay.
it was intense,
Got some achievements. I didn't
It
know
was a little
that.
bit of a push for me to get there because I had to fake cry.
Oh,
So
yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
So I just want to point out that he took some pictures of me and my friend Tolly. You guys know who that is, and I'll place some pictures here. He's actually really good at photography. Like, hit him up if you need pictures.
For real. Throw my work IG down there.
Okay, I will. Like, I'll give you some promo. So you just talked about media and things like that. Like, do you really have like a passion for storytelling now? Like,
Oh yeah. Here's the thing. I like coming up with ideas.
Mhm.
I hate the writing portion of it.
It's hard. It really is.
I could write it down like in words.
Mhm.
Like that's what I'm doing with my Film 4 now. I wrote it down completely in words, and then I let Tally check it out.
Okay.
And she's like, "All right, yeah, you can like script format it now." And I just copied everything I wrote down, threw it into like I used Amazon Storywriter, and I just pasted it in there and just like did the spacing, fixed stuff here and there, put it in a little script format. You know, just a rough draft of everything.
What are some of the challenges that you face while being in the film program?
Challenges.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Let me think about it. I mean, sometimes you gotta push through and you gotta work on some sets that aren't like the way you experience other sets. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So a little less professional sets, I guess. And you just gotta do your job sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And do whatever you do as best as you can because that's your job. And if it doesn't matter if the set's bad, you know,
Yeah.
if you're doing your job right, people around notice. So they'll be like, "Oh, you know, the set sucked, but Alexa was a great AC." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're like, "Okay, so thanks to Alexa, it's not as bad." And so next time they have a set, they'll be like, "You know what? We're not getting that director anymore, but like Alexa, she runs for that camera. She bolts. She goes for the lens. She does her thing." And that's basically what you got to do. Even if the set's bad, push through.
All right. We're gonna go hang around in this place called Tate's Comics, and then we're also gonna be hanging around this record store because this guy just got a new record player, and maybe he'll find a really cool vinyl that he wants to get
Yeah.
or something. Maybe, I don't know.
We find some Louis Armstrong in there. You
Ooh.
bet.
Let's. All right.
Priest.
La Vie en Rose. That's what he sings, right?
Yeah.
That's one I know. All right, let's get it. Oh yeah, I could see that. Ooh.
It's done.
Am I doing it right?
There you go.
Okay, now I'm doing it right.
Yeah, get crunk.
Nice piece, nice piece, nice piece, nice piece, only my fault.
Ooh, a new shotty. Hello.
Ones like that.
Yeah. You got it.
Karate. Crunk.
I'll write this song, 'cause I can't find more words to say to your face. I'm all alone.
Alexa, what's up?
Hello.
How you doing?
You gonna show us around today?
Yeah, welcome to my crib. You know, a house. Got a
House.
slate right over here. You know, rules, peace, love, positivity. Always a party in here, you know.
Okay.
We always keep it cool 60. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Right now it's a not so cool 76, but cool 60. This is the kitchen. This is where the magic happens. Well, yeah. Stuff. More stuff. Cups, because Alex breaks her cups, so we gotta get plastic cups now.
How
So,
unfortunate.
As you can see, always beer.
Always got reinforcements.
Always gotta, you know, lick back there. Come with me, living space. You
Okay,
know,
the hangout.
big TV.
Okay, yes.
We got the game area. Got the cool lights up. You know,
Wow, yeah, I like it. Some decor.
oh, this is what people use to sleep over there.
Okay, that's the sleepover.
You know, stay.
I did not know that this
There's
is.
this stuff in here, Brendan stuff, Alex stuff. It's like their own little closet going on. Bed.
Wow.
Yeah, comfy.
Okay.
It's sexy.
Oh, this is where you take your photo shoots. Okay, got it. Clear.
Let's go.
Woo.
This is my room. This is where the other magic happens.
Okay.
That's where the real magic happens.
Oh, all right.
You know, always making it comfortable.
You have this disco ball. Everyone's ready to party now.
Let's see here. Alright, y'all ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Wow.
It's a real party up in here. This is where I do my work.
This is where the actual magic happens.
Making stuff, you know. Hats. Movies, my collection.
Okay.
Record
So
player.
yeah, this is why I took giscard to the record store, because he bought this baby not that long ago, and I'm trying to help him with his vinyl
Yeah.
collection.
Put in some tunes. While we
Oh yeah, he bought a couple of records while we were out. So if you want to spin that baby.
yeah. I'm gonna go get it real quick. You can show them the bathroom and the closet. And you know where stuff, you know where the stuff at.
Right.
You can show them what's going on. You can show them the spot outside.
Yeah. Okay, so just so everybody knows, everybody uses giscard's bathroom because it's in his room and nobody can hear you. And when you turn it on, the vent or the fan turns on, so it's great. So if you gotta, you gotta take a dump, no one's gonna know. This is giscard's closet. This is where you tell anybody some secrets or you gotta change real fast. This is where that happens. Oh, also my toothbrush is here because I stay here sometimes. Oh, and then our pad. This is our pad. And that's all you need to know.
Just so everyone watching knows, tip jar.
Oh, you really made that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Well, now I can never go outside. Collection. These are his selections that he got at the store. I have this one.
You know, Louis Armstrong down here. They got some Elvis. That is not mine. We got Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, some Setchmo, which is also Louis Armstrong. You know,
Nice. Okay, cool. Alright.
Alright, here we go.
Dear, the toast of Paris, for over the noise, the talk and the smoke, I'm good for a laugh, a drink or a joke. For monsieur, a drink for us all. But how many times I stop and recall.
That's what you get.
Okay guys, we've reached the end of the video. I'd like to thank Giscard for being my guest today. It was a fun time. And anything else you'd like to add?
It was fun. It was fun. I got some stuff. We tried new things. I like new things. So.
Yeah, same. And I'm glad you guys got to know Giscard. And yeah, follow his social medias at the end of this clip.